Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod, and, well, let's get back on the procrastination train because it's time to do Crash the Titans for the week. Nothing like waiting for the last moment, right? Ugh. I don't like doing that either, but, you know, they give you a full week to do it. There's not a race, really. It's not like you're racing for first, second, 500th place. Doesn't matter. Just get it done. It's legendary tokens, it's worth doing, but you don't have to race for it. And that's my mantra. So, here we are. Deadpool's Daily. Big old thumbs up from Wade. We got 2 of them this week. We can do this. Definitely do this. First one. Okay, a level 260 America Chavez. Colors are at 233. A little background history on America Chavez, and I don't mean the Marvel character, I mean the Puzzle Quest character. America Chavez was introduced into MPQ, oh boy, quite some time ago. Man, a long time ago, honestly. That was a whole other different department and career for me, in a matter of speaking. Back then, she was the first and only character in MPQ to be released with an all-passive package. That's right, she is the first MPQ character to go all-passive. There's not a single active power on her. And when that came out, everyone just kind of hit the brakes and like, what? Did you just tell us that you have a character that literally doesn't use AP? She wants to hoard it? That's it? She doesn't spend it in any way, shape, or form. She doesn't do anything where it passively depletes. She doesn't... Nothing along those lines. In fact, she gets stronger the more she hoards. Her red literally states the more AP you have in a color, the more damage she does when matching that color. So her match damage basically increases the more you hoard AP of that certain color. And that goes for all the colors. Now, of course, red, yellow, and green are her best colors. So even though you're like hoarding a bunch of blue, increasing that percentile of damage on blue still isn't nearly as good as, I don't know, using Rhino to match blue. You know what I'm saying? Rhino's just set for that. But America Chavez does get pretty darn good match damage, all said and done, if you put that red up to 5. Is she better than 4-star Jugs? I wouldn't say that. Not better than some of the other brute tanks out there. But she still does it passively, not needing any extra help. You just got to build the AP. Secondly, her yellow, it's kind of interesting. It's basically a trap making passive, where if you, the player, make a match 4 or greater, she puts out a couple traps of matching the color that you matched them in. Okay? So imagine you make a match 4 or higher of yellow, right? And she'll make a couple of traps of yellow on the board. But when she gets 3 or more different colors of those types of traps, that doesn't count all traps. You can't like use Dr. Doom and use his purple traps to as a surrogate, okay? It doesn't count that way. It has to be her type of traps. Then they detonate. She does a bunch of damage to the person to the enemy up front, and you get a little bit extra AP, which of course she likes because that fuels her powers. You know, she wants more AP to make her hit harder. What up, Mark? Hey, good to see you. And hey, Slack, didn't see you join in there. You kind of snuck in. That's what happens when you rabble, dabble, gabble, right, Mark? Anyways, finally, her green passive states that if you have more AP than the enemy does in like 3 different colors, she makes a free crit tile on the board. You just at the beginning of the turn, just free crit. Here you go, you get one, and it's randomly placed. No one knows where, but hey, it's created at the beginning of your turn, which means you get to use it first. Also, if you have more AP than the opponent in 5 different colors or more, you also not just create that crit tile, but you do a bunch of damage to the opponent, just passively, just cuz. So yeah, she's basically all about doing damage by hoarding AP and making match 4s for more fun and more AP. She's not a bad character whatsoever. Especially at that point in time in the game, there wasn't these tanky juggernaut-like characters. She was kind of an OG when it comes in that sense. Ghost was new to the game too when Ghost came out, and people immediately said, yeah, Chavez got it though. Chavez is doing this right. She just does it right out the gate. So we get to fight against that. Are you ready? I'm ready. I just don't even know who we're going against because I don't pay attention to those things because it's more fun to be surprised. Wiccan. Oh boy. I'm going to take off my boosts. We don't need those where we're going. First all passive? Yeah, John. America Chavez was the first all passive. I'm ready to be corrected if you think of another one that's older than America Chavez. Anyways, Wiccan. Billy Kaplan. What's that, Mark? Your dream team. Chavez, Jugs, and Karnak. I can't complain with the Chavez and Karnak thing. That's crits on crits, and no one's mad at that whatsoever. Putting Jugs in there isn't bad either. I mean, as long as your Chavez is at 3, because you know Jugs is going to do all your heavy lifting with all those crits. So Wiccan came into the game with a whole different mindset. He also likes hoarding AP, but he only hoards it because of his mystical destiny. Put it up to 5 because honestly, the lower you put it, the worse it is. But I mean, that's just me. I like to kind of get things rolling as quick as possible. At level 5, if you leave at least 4 AP in all colors, Wiccan transforms into the Demiurge and gets this passive power. And, well, let's get into this part of it here. Hey, what's up, Chavez? Giving a 9-year-old a try at this mission? Nice. Turn on the animations. My 7-year-old likes it a lot better when I turn on the animations for her. So if you don't turn into the Demiurge because you don't have 4 AP or more in all the colors, Wiccan being in front will gain 2 AP in a color you have less than 4 of. That's new, by the way. Wiccan didn't used to be like this. Wiccan used to be at level 5, you needed 6 or more in all colors, and you didn't have that extra gain 2 AP thing. He got a buff actually sometime recently, and that gave him this. It honestly makes him a lot better, but is he top tier? No, he's just more usable than he used to be. Someone that generates AP at any level per turn is not a bad thing to look at. When he does have the power of Demiurge, Wiccan has basically, when he makes any match 3, and it has to be his tiles, okay? It's not just anyone matching, but Wiccan has to make the match. He clears the whole row like it was a match 4 or match 5, you know what I'm saying? He clears the whole row or the whole column, and he gets all that AP. He gets all that AP, all that damage. Every match 3 or better of his does that. It makes him actually really good at gathering AP as long as he is tanking for you. He has to tank for you. I can't iterate that enough. If you're using Wiccan and he's not your tank, then why are you using Wiccan? Because at this point also Wiccan becomes the target of all enemy attacks, so he's going to take hits to the face all day long now, and if he's not the one making your matches, he's just there to soak up damage and not really make use of this power of the Demiurge. I guess if you really just wanted someone else to hide behind him, I guess there's some thought to it there, but I don't think that's the point of it. Okay, moving on to Magical Barrier. This kind of goes hand in hand with the Mystical Destiny, especially when he becomes that big old sponge of HP. For 9 yellow, a little pricey, you get 4 5-turn countdowns that reduce your damage from enemy matches and powers by 20% each. Yes, they are cumulative. He becomes really hard to hurt when they're all out there. When you have all 4 of those things out there, yes, each of those help. It's actually a lot of defense, and it's matches and powers. And yes, you can cast this again. If you get 9 yellow, cast it, get another 9 yellow, cast it again. Do you know how ridiculously strong he can be, just reducing damage-wise? It can be hard to put the dude down. Anyways, whenever they are matched or destroyed, he also restores health. It's kind of ridiculous. He's honestly really good on paper. And he's already won. Nice. Go Shoggoth Jr. Can I say it like that? Finally, Chain Lightning for 10 green. And I want to say it used to cost more. I think pre-buff it was like 11 or 12. I could be off on that. Deals some damage. And let's put up to 5 so you can see the full amount here. Deals a good amount of damage. Destroys a chosen column. Yes, you choose the column, which is pretty nice. And if it contains an enemy special tile, which I hope it does since you're choosing it, you destroy an extra random column until one with no enemy special tiles is destroyed. So yes, you destroy one with an enemy tile. If the second random one also hits an enemy tile, it's going to destroy a third. and it's going to destroy a 4th, and it's going to keep doing that till it misses and doesn't hit an enemy special tile. You don't get the AP for all this, but you do damage. You do damage for each column destroyed. It's not bad. It's good at like clearing away a lot of bad stuff. You can probably do some fun things with that, and say Polaris. You know, people that make use out of destroying special tiles, but it's a little pricey to be reliable. But anyways, that's Wiccan in a nutshell. You want to get that mystical destiny up? Hide behind that magical barrier while you're up front throwing out your own lightning. I'm not talking about this green. I just mean like making match 3s and doing lots of damage, you know, standard wise. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark, what was that? Just asking, could you work with Polaris and Medusa? Thinking out loud and out of left field, or possible with Blob? If you were to do it with Polaris and Medusa, that's not a horrible idea, because Medusa is going to make purple, green, and blue for AP for matching enemy tiles. So if you match some enemy tiles and you're gaining that green AP, it needs an outlet. So obviously Polaris is going to use the blue and make enemy tiles. Medusa is going to use the purple to do a shuffle, and green could go to Wiccan. And then that way you're making good use of the chain lightning. Now, of course, you're going to be killing some of your own special tiles, but hey, it'll be fun because Polaris will go crazy. With Blob, I don't know if that's as beneficial, because Blob wants those special tiles out there to sit at the bottom so he can eat them. So I don't think Blob's going to like that as much. But Polaris Medusa, that's not a bad Wiccan combo. Anyways, let's get to it. Wiccan versus America Chavez. AP Hoarders, go. I'm going to start off with turning on the option for character effects. We want animations on. It's a one-on-one fight. So let's go for a match 4, shall we? We don't want her to have it. She actually likes getting those. And of course she gets one. We want 4 or more in every color, remember? So let's get some of that black. We're good on black. We're good on yellow. We're good on purple. I'll take this red that goes into a match 4 blue, black, I mean. There we go. Next turn we should have it. All of our colors are 4 or higher, and no team up does not count. Let's get some yellow while we're at it, because we're going to want to put those barriers out there. And there he goes, the Demiurge. Okay, so now every match 3 we do is going to act like a match 4 or higher, destroying that column or row. But first off, let's throw out our barrier here. That's going to be nice for protecting ourselves, big time. So cascades are really super fun when he's in this Demiurge mode. So if you do something like this, that's a whole column, a whole row. I always try to make low matches with Wiccan because you want more tiles to fall. If you make a match like up here, you know, make those blues go away, you have less chances, less opportunities for things to fall and just get lucky than if you match something like down here, down low. It's just luck at that point, honestly. You can't really guide it anymore. But hey, I'd rather go for a chance at something than 0 chance at something. Oh, I got a chain lightning ready. It's a shame we don't have any sort of enemy tile we can play with for this chain lightning here. I don't want to destroy all my barriers, so I'm going to do the chain lightning first. And we'll just, I don't know, we'll hit, oh, I guess like right, what, here? Just for fun. I like the picture of chain lightning as him just going crazy like a cartwheel with lightning around it. Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of chain lightnings. Remember playing Diablo and your sorceress doing chain lightning, just cartwheeling all over the place? I don't. Look at all those, just clearing rows and columns. All that AP we have right now. It's kind of weird and awesome, isn't it? I think it is. So the weird thing about playing Wiccan is you want to have enough AP to turn into this demiurge, and then you kind of want to hoard your green and yellow so he can use it all day, but you don't want other people to use it because you need him to have that barrier up. You need him to make use of these board clearing abilities. He's kind of a selfish character when it comes to MPQ, but the same thing can be said for Chavez. There we go. America Chavez is down, and we scrolled all the way to the left magically. Don't know how that happens. Anyways, next up. Wow, we're going back in time here. 3-star Captain America. He's one of the oldest 3-stars in the game. You can imagine why. Does not play well with others? No, I don't think he does. I think if you're going to use Wiccan, like Mark was saying, Polaris and Medusa might be fun teammates for making more green quickly, making use of that stuff, but I don't think if he's going to tank, which he does when he's the demiurge, he sits up in front, but he's not doing extra match damage. He's not doing more by sitting up there. He's just making sure everyone behind him doesn't take that match damage. That's all he's doing. That's where his mystical barrier comes in. But now he's not letting anyone else use yellow. And we all know yellow is a pretty powerful color for 5-stars and 4-stars in this game. So I feel like he's kind of a selfish player when it comes to how he handles it. Same thing could be said for Chavez, though, because she wants to have all the AP as high as she can, and if you spend it, you're making her weaker. Just, food for thought. Anyways, 3-star Cap was one of the earliest 3-stars in the game, and he's modeled just like his 2-star. Red throws a shield, countdown hits. After 2 turns out of the 3 countdown, I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. When the countdown hits, it's a 3-turn countdown, but you get most of your red AP back. And because of that, you're pretty much ready to throw the shield again. It's supposed to emulate him, like throwing the shield, do some punches and kicks, catch the shield, and he's pretty much ready to throw it again. Well, his blue does pretty much the same thing, only his blue doesn't do damage. Instead, it stuns for 2 turns, but has a 3-turn countdown. But he does return a bunch of AP. So you could potentially throw the shield and gather enough AP to throw it again, and again, and again, and eventually have enough of these countdowns out there where really it's hard to handle as an enemy. I want to note that really early MPQ, like first few years of MPQ, 2- and 3-star Captain America, as I was coming up through the ranks, they helped me get through so much PvE, because at rank 5, his red and blue overwrite any enemy special tile. So, oh no, those thugs are going to do this countdown. I'd shield it away. Just throw a shield at it. Nope. No, it's not. Oh god, that thug's going to do the Tommy gun ability. Nope. Nope, throw a shield at it. If it wasn't for Captain America, I wouldn't have made it past, certain fights in my early game career. But hey, nowadays we have so much better 3-stars. I don't think anyone should be relying on them in that way. By the way, his yellow is one of the most worthless powers out there in the game. It's hard to imagine me saying that because Talos and Puck exist. But his yellow costs what? 19? Doesn't it cost 19? And then I can make 3 shields wherever you want to. Yeah, sure, you can make your own match 5 out of them, but it's like so expensive for just making your own projectiles where you want. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed a couple messages in there. What's that, Mark? One of the reasons why I said Polaris Medusa is simple to me. You can be the tank, heal, and either Polaris heals or Medusa heals and gets a lot of special tiles of that. Yeah, that's exactly it, Mark. You pretty much you got it. You got the understanding of it. What's up, John? 3-star Iron Man, Cap, and 3-star Thor or Kamala Khan. Ran that team all the time. Yeah, Slack, 19 AP is ridiculous. I still don't understand to this day why that's 19. At least Bullseye's murderous aim costs for 17. It makes crits and does a stupid amount of damage for being a 2-star character. Like an insane amount of damage. So it'd be better for that AP cost. And same thing for Widow's sniper rifle for 3-star Widow. It's like a lot, like 19 green or something like that, or 18 green. I forget how much exactly, but it's so much green and it hits the whole team. At least it's doing that. Anyways, John, what was that? His yellow should be given to Puck. 19 yellow. Yeah, right. The sniper rifle's worth the AT as well, but I would rank Black Widow sniper rifle much better than Captain America's yellow. It doesn't make sense why making 3 protects is worth the same cost as sniping an entire team with 1 shot. Doesn't make sense to me. Not even trying to defend Widow either. It shouldn't be 19 for that either, but hey, that was a much older game. Those characters were made so long ago. Anyways, Wiccan gets to take on old school Cap, 3-star Cap, and I have a hard time seeing us failing. I kind of wish he'd throw the shield though, because then we can use Chain Lightning through it. I mean, just my thoughts. Ready? Let's go. For a 3-star, does good damage? Yeah, you're right, John. That is true. I think they do need to rework her though. I mean, come on. At a 3-star level, if you hit 19 AP in one color, the fight's probably gone. Everyone's probably already went home, cooked up a TV dinner. they're already retired for the night. Okay, so we want to get all our colors at 4+. We need some red, we need some blue, green, and black. And we'll get that red that's up here, why not? Oh, it came with a package of green as well, how nice. So, John, you used to use her in the old Deadpool Daily 4-wave fight. Oh yeah, God, what's that called? Enchilada? No. Something like that. I forget the name of it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. God, man, I'm trying to remember who I used to use in that old fight. I mean, nowadays I just Thanos him away, but... shoot, man, I can imagine being a gamer nowadays, like just new to the game, but you have enough of a roster, just a small enough roster. Why wouldn't you use 4-star jugs with Rocket? Just collateral damage them all day. Like, bye. I think next turn we get to have our Demiurge on. Goons for wave 1 and 3. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want Cap to stay alive long enough just to throw his shield. Come on, I want to hit you with the double chain lightning. Come on, buddy. Of course, I need the green to do it, so maybe I should work on getting the green. Let's throw these barriers out here, too. There's no reason to take the damage if I don't have to, right? Here we go. Okay, Cap, I'm waiting for you. I gotta leave the reds and blues alone so you can have them. Shoot, I'll leave the yellows alone. You can cast your expensive power if you like. Here. Oh, oops, I accidentally matched all that. Oh well. Okay, you're close. Come on, Cap. You can do it. Oh, I took your blues. I'm sorry. I'm accidentally destroying everything you love. Just for context, by the way, his red does cost 11, his blue costs 12, yellow costs 19. He's expensive. Very expensive for a guy who makes countdowns. I think he was born in the wrong time. Oh God, I made that joke, didn't I? Trying to leave certain colors alone for him so he could throw a shield. There. Oh my God, the Sentinel Liberty came out. Everyone, hold your breath. He's got 13 blue, but that's going to stun me, and that's annoying. I don't like that. So I'm going to do the magical barrier. Iron Man yellow gives him enough for both. That's true. You're right there. I think I should let him hit me with the stun. Here, give me a second here. His red is going to do almost 3,000 damage, right? This is going to stun me for 2 turns. I'm going to wake up before the countdown goes away. I have an idea for it. I don't know. I'm just playing right now, obviously. But here, I'm already healed up. He's not going to do too much to me. Bloop. I'm stunned. Oh no. Oh man. That shield conked me in the head. Okay, now I get to play. I'm like full health again too, almost. Anyways, chain lightning right here. Both your shield tiles. Bye, dude. That one, and that one, and that one. Oh, you hit the same target again. That was fun. You live for the commentary. Thanks, John. So now that all his shields and his protects and his countdowns are gone because Wiccan is good at trolling, I guess, we're going to chain lightning again right here. Ba-doop. Oh, poor Cap. He doesn't deserve that. That's like insult. I'll just do this right here. Sometimes I'm making these matches thinking they're going to cascade, and I entirely forget that I am incapable of cascading anymore without luck. Man, poor Cap. He's just getting obliterated. I let him stun me and everything, and still Wiccan's like, that's cute. What else you got up your sleeve, Gramps? A chain lightning, I don't know, right here. There we go. Fun times. I don't know why Wiccan would go against Captain America. Is there something in the comics where he's like, yo, I don't like you. Let's fight. Because I don't see why that would be there. I always thought it was fun that Quicksilver goes against Invisible Woman in one of the Crash the Titans, because that's actually in a comic book fight. I remember that fight. I haven't read a lot of comics, but I remember that one. That was fun. But anyways, okay, those were the crashes of the Titan for Wiccan. And Cosmo the Space Dog is here, and I'm sure you've all noticed that. Oop, this way. Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. is here as well, which today would be day 1 of it. So that means tomorrow will be day 2. So I guess at some point tomorrow, oh shucks, I gotta get online and stream day 1 and day 2, and get in that fight against, what is it, Riri, Mockingbird, and Decoy. Gotta see what a dog can do against them. Same time-ish tomorrow, Slackcat asks? Probably. Tomorrow I am stacked. We have all those adult responsibilities such as mowing the lawn, ding, shopping for birthday presents, ding, taking care of kids and dinner, ding. The Family Feud board is lit up. All the responsibilities are live. So yeah, probably around this time tomorrow night. Understandable, right? Don't we all? After all, we're talking about a mobile game. I mean, it's the only reason we can get this stuff in. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thanks, Slack. Thanks, John. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate all the commentary and more. And Shoggoth Jr. And later, everybody. Talk to you later.